Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about slope intercept form from a graph and 2 points or a table. So how can you find the actual equation when you're given the line already? So from a graph, our steps are to find the slope, find the y-intercept, and plug in what you know. Typically, graphs are pretty simple because you can just find the information. So I have a point here, and if I rise and run, I've got another point there. So I see that I rise 1, run 2, so my slope is 1/2. Typically from other graphs, it would be best to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But for the case of this video and the length of time, I just wanted to make sure we had a pretty simple one. So we found our m. So next we've got our b, or our y-intercept, which is 1. So we have y equals mx plus b, y equals blank x plus blank. So we're going to take our 1/2, put it right next to x, take our 1, put it right next to the plus sign, and that's it. We have y equals 1/2 x plus 1. We have made an equation. That's all we do. So now from a table or 2 points, it's a little more difficult because we do have to plug in and actually solve for something, okay? So from a table, our steps, again, same steps: find slope, find y-intercept, plug in what you know. So our slope for this one, I'm just gonna use those top 2 points. So -1 minus -2 for the y2 minus y1, and then 2 minus 0 for x2 minus x1. This gives us 1/2. So since I can find the y-intercept on the table, I see x is 0, right across is -2, that is my y-intercept. I can just take it right off the table. So I can take that right off the table, and that is my b. So that one, these ones are pretty easy also. So I have y equals mx plus b again, and I'm just plugging in what I know, which is m is 1/2 and b is -2. And that's it. So our equation is y equals 1/2 x. I put plus -2, but it would be y equals 1/2 x minus 2. Same thing. Okay, so what if there is no y-intercept? That's when you kind of run into some issues because you've got to solve for the y-intercept. So we're going to find slope first. I've got x1, x2, y1, y2. So -6 minus -9 over -2 minus -4. This equals 3 over 2. So once I find my slope, I've got a slope, and I do have 2 ordered pairs. So I'm going to plug in my ordered pairs for y and x and my slope for m, and I'm going to solve for b. And really, you can use any points. So choose a point. I'm just going to choose the first one because, I mean, it's right there. The second one might be a little easier because a -2 and a -6 are smaller numbers to work with, and -4 and -9 are a little bigger, so it might be easier, but we're just going to use -4 and -9 for now. So plug in what you know. I know that y equals mx plus b. For this case, I know that I have a bell. Okay. So, sorry about that. I know I have y, I know I have equals and plus b. I have y, m, and x already. So y is -9. So -9 equals m is 3/2, and x is -4. I'm going to put some parentheses over that because 3/2 and x are being multiplied. So I want to make sure I actually multiply them. And then once I do this, you solve for b. So let's go ahead and solve for b. I'm going to multiply that 3/2 times -4. I get -9 equals -6 plus b. So then just a one step, I will add 6 to both sides, and I'll end up with -3 equals b. And that is it for this. This does take some practice, so you're just gonna have to practice plugging in more than one thing. It gets a little easier once you actually start practicing and once you know what you're doing, okay? And that's it. Bye, guys.